Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I am Marilu Zamora, the Vice Chairperson of DPWH Region 6. Welcome to the Prebid Conference for Contract ID number 24GG021, Procurement of Drilling Machine and Accessories for Geotechnical Subsurface Exploration for use in DPWH Negros Occidental Subdistrict Engineering Office, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Before we proceed, may I request Engineer Catherine Mananap to lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Mama Lou. Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, our Almighty Father, thank you for the gift of life and good health. Again, we give you thanks for this afternoon, for bringing us safe to this place, so that we can conduct this Prebid Conference for the procurement of goods with this office. Again, we seek for your blessings, guidance, and protection, so that we can completely and clearly discuss important matters related to this procurement. And whatever questions raised will be properly answered. All this we ask in your holy name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Ms. Cathy. We hereby declare this Prebid Conference in order. This activity is being live streamed through YouTube channel of DPWH Regional Office 6. May I request everyone present to please put your smartphones in silent mode. I would like to call again Ms. Cathy to do the roll call.
Again, thank you, Mama Lou. To determine if the box is informal, we shall have a roll call. Please stay present or here as your name is called. We have our back chairperson, the person of Attorney Negros D. Hatsela. Our back vice chairperson, Engineer Manuel G. Zamora. Our back regular member, Engineer Orlando G. Santos. Our back divisional members, Engineer Ladwin D. Ledesma, and Mr. Eliezer A. Napilitan. Also present are the members of the back secretariat. Also with us this afternoon, a representative from Denmark Enterprises, the marketing head, represented by Ms. Victoria. Thank you, ma'am, that you are here with us this afternoon. Please be informed that observers were duly notified and invited in writing, however, send the representatives to attend this Prebid Conference of ours this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ms. Cathy. So since we have a call, we shall now proceed with this Prebid Conference. May I now request the Back Secretary to please present the details of contract ID number 24GG021.
Contract ID number 24GG021, contract name, procurement of drilling machine and accessories for geotechnical subsurface exploration for use in DPWH Negros Occidental Subdistrict Engineering Office, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Location, DPWH Negros Occidental Subdistrict Engineering Office, San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Funding source, FY 2024 GAA. Approved budget for the contract is 13 million pesos. Scope of works, hydrological instruments, contract duration 120 calendar days. For the scheduled requirements, 1 unit of drilling machine and accessories. Technical specifications, drilling machine and accessories, drilling machine main components, engine. Water-cooled diesel or gasoline engine with electric starter system or its equivalent or better. Drill type, spindle, rotary type or its equivalent or better. Drilling capacity at least 60 meters or its equivalent or better. Drilling or water pump system, preferably built-in water pump system with water or mud recirculation system or its equivalent or better. Type, mono-cylinder, double-acting or its equivalent or better. Discharge capacity equal or at least 50 liters per minute or its equivalent or better. Discharge pressure equal or at least 2.0 0 to 3.0 MPa or its equivalent or better. Drill head and feed systems. Spindle ID equivalent or at least 40 millimeters or its equivalent or better. Maximum thrust at least 20 kN or its equivalent or better. Maximum pull at least 20 kN or its equivalent or better. Chock type hydraulic or its equivalent or better. Feed type twin cylinder hydraulic or its equivalent or better. Spindle feed stroke at least 300 millimeters or its equivalent or better. Angle range 360 degrees or its equivalent or better. Drive, hammer, anvil, and hammer drop system shall be compliant with ASTM D1586 or with JGS A1219 or its equivalent. Hammer should weigh at least 140 equal to 2 pounds. Drop hammer fall should be 30 or its equivalent or better. Hammer drop system, semi-automatic hammer or better technology or its equivalent or better. Split spoon sampler shall be compliant with ASTM D1586 or with JGS A1219 or its equivalent. The sampler should be made from strong materials such as hardened steel and must be equipped with a ball check and vent or its equivalent or better. Open drive shoe should be made of hardened steel which can penetrate both soft and dense soils or its equivalent or better. Shell by or thin walled sampler shall be able to gather and recover samples of relatively intact soil samples using thin walled chute sampler in compliance with ASTM D1587 or with JGS 1221 or its equivalent. Thin walled samplers shall be in conformance with windowless sampling or its equivalent or better technology. Rack core sampler shall be able to conduct rotary drilling with direct circulation of water or not. Other drilling and rack core drilling in compliance with ASTM D2113 or its equivalent. Preferably wireline double or triple tube core barrel sampler or its equivalent or better technology. Should be able to provide high core recovery or its equivalent or better. Core barrel length should be at least 1.5 meter or 5 feet or its equivalent or better. Rock coring beads, diamond coring bead with winning shell for hard rocks drilling or its equivalent or better. Tungsten carbide coring bead for soft rock drilling or its equivalent or better. Drilling rods shall be compliant with ASTM D2113 and DCDMA or its equivalent. Shall be able to accommodate a depth of at least 30 meters or its equivalent or better. Applicable DCDMA common drill rod specifications that shall be compatible with a drilling rig. AWOD 44 mm ID 16 mm, BWOD 54 mm ID 38 mm, EWOD 35 mm ID 11 mm, HWOD 88 mm ID 72 mm, AQOD 45 mm ID 35 mm, BQOD 56 mm ID 46 mm, NQOD 70 mm ID 60 mm, HQOD 89 mm ID 78 mm, PQOD 180 mm ID 103 mm. Casing tubes shall be compliant with ASTM D2113 and DCDMA or its equivalent. Shall be able to accommodate a depth at least 30 meters or its equivalent or better. Applicable DCDMA common casing tube specifications that shall be compatible with the drilling rig. AWOD 57 mm ID 48 mm, BWOD 73 mm ID 60 mm, NWOD 89 mm ID 76 mm, HWOD 114 mm ID 102 mm. Other tools and accessories, tripod assembly, reaming shell, casing shoe bit, casing drive shoe flash joint casing, drill rod coupling, subs and adapter, core lifter, sheave block pulley, levis and bolt, steel cable with swivel hook, cross bead for washboard, hoisting wire rope and bead, ball bearing type hoisting assembly, suction hose filter, swivel clamp, hydraulic oil for engine, complete tool set for maintenance of drilling machine, mud setting basin for circulation of drill fluid, bentonite pellets, drilling fluid, fire extinguisher, personal protective equipment or PPEs and early warning signs, tarpaulin for protection of drill crew from sun and rain, other necessary accessories needed to conduct subsurface exploration works. For the schedule's deadline for submission of clarification is on July 16, 2024. Deadline for submission of bids, July 25, 2024. Number of copies of bid proposal, 1 original copy, technical and financial envelope of its bid. Place of submission of bids, bidding room, DPWH, Regional Office 6, Port San Pedro, Iloilo City.
We have legal documents, registration certificate from SEC DDI for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives, mayor's permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, and tax clearance certificate is finally reviewed and approved by the BIR. For technical documents, we have records of single largest completed contracts similar to the contract to be bid, adjusted to current price using Philippine Statistics Authority current price index with a contract amount equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. For the financial documents, we have audited financial statements stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Computation of NFCC of at least equal to ABC computed using the prescribed formula. NFCC is equal to current assets minus current liabilities multiplied to the fixed value of 15 minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects not yet started, coinciding with a contract to be bid. For the submission and receipt of bids, the contents of the first envelope or technical proposals are DTI Business Name Registration of SEC Registration Certificate or CDA for cooperatives, valid and current mayor's permit or municipal license, statement of ongoing and similar completed government and private contracts 50%, audited financial statements stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the immediately preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission, showing among others the total assets and liabilities. Income tax return of the preceding year filed and paid through the BIR electronic filing and payment system. Computing of net financial contracting capacity, tax clearance for Executive Order Number 398, Series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the BIR, PhilJEPs, bid securing declaration, bid security, technical specifications, production delivery schedule, warranty certificate, brochures of offered equipment, omnibus sworn statement, and secretary certificate and board resolution. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the technical documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of technical documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively in the right-hand top margin and signed below page number by a duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. So for the contents of the second envelope or the financial proposal, we have duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities breakdown, recurring and maintenance costs if applicable. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the financial documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of financial documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively at the right top margin and signed below page number by duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of the bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. We now come to bid security. So the bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bid security validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. So the bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. So we have cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, bank draft guarantee or revocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank. So the amount of bid security, not less than percentage of the ABC of the two mentioned items, is 2%. Surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security. The amount of bid security is 5%. So for the bid evaluation, the financial components of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The BAC shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. So the following are the factors to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. Completeness, no price in required item, non-responsive, indicating a 0 or a dash, free to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For the arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words prevail. Total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, BOQ prevails. If above ABC, it is disqualified.
Okay, so that ends the presentation of the details of this contract. May we hear and clarification of Mr. Tribunal? Okay, thank you. So that ends our Prebid Conference this afternoon. Thank you.